All right, members of the culture. I'm Ra. You are here. Welcome in, everybody, to the best wrestling podcast nobody knows about, the Five Count. It takes five to keep us down. And who's us? None other than my main man right here, my two tag team partners, because we're the six-man tag team champions of this here podcast thing.
We're a 6-man, baby.
Right here, and that would be my main man, Brother C. Berry.
Hey, man, say, man, you know what I'm saying, man? Let me get in that ring, man. I'm finna grab these bow on these fools.
And of course, the greatest hot tag in podcast history, Des Bull.
Yo, let's get it.
Let's get it, man. So, gentlemen, I think the first thing that we have to talk about, WrestleMania. How do we feel so far?
I have not been happy. I have felt like it was looking very clustery, and I thought it was going to be a cluster. Also, but I feel like this week's Raw was a bit of a course correct. Okay. More matches have been added. There's a few multi-man matches so people can, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can get in, you know what I'm saying? All the homies can, pitch in on the party, so to speak. I'm feeling better about it. I can't say I love it, but I like it a lot more than I did. And you know what? Cena as the host. Yeah, good idea. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause sometimes when them, pre-sales ain't looking the greatest, you gotta dig back, man. Give them a little nostalgia egg. And I mean, hosting Mania is not, going back on his word. Because he signed a 5-year contract to be an ambassador, I mean, I hope he doesn't have a match. Like, I don't want to see him. I mean, even though most wrestlers go back on their word, but, you don't want to be as quick as, say, like, Ric Flair. That fool was wrestling again, like, 4 to 6 months later. I mean, I said I was going to retire, but, you know what I'm saying? I would at least like it to be more like a, kind of a Shawn Michaels. Like, I didn't think Shawn was going to do it. But then I guess this Saudi Arabian money was just too entitled. He like, I got these childrens. Let me shave off this receding hairline. Let's go. And that was a cluster. But I think Cena as a host could be cool. Like I said, I would welcome it. Because sometimes you just need some consistency. Sometimes you need an anchor.
I'm looking at the match list right now on CBS Sports. Actually, I can tell you the ones I'm excited about because I didn't know about a few of these. All right, Sami Zayn, Trick Williams. That's like
I want to see that.
That's just like a little opening match. I'm not offended by it, but I'm not like.
Well, Sammy beat Mello and won the U.S. belt.
Yeah, I remember. Finn Balor, Dominic. It'll be okay.
I like Finn.
I think that'll be that has potential to be a good match. Really,
I'll tell you the one. I ain't gonna read off all the matches. I'll just say the ones that I'm really excited about. Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre in that unsanctioned match. I could see that being hard hitting. I'm excited about that. And particularly, I didn't even know about this. It's Intercontinental title with Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD, and Rusev.
Woo!
I'm really excited about that.
That was made money.
Really excited about that. Seth and Gunther. No, I don't care.
They had to pivot because Rey Mysterio got hurt.
Stephanie Valkyrie and Liv Morgan. That might be good.
Yeah.
And the other ones, I like the other ones up top. Brock, Oba.
I think Cody and Randy Orton are gonna do good.
Cody, Randy will be okay. I'm excited for most of them, but it's a lot of them that's like, I'll probably look at my phone when they come. Besides the entrances, because they generally have good entrances, but it looks fair. I like that one match off the Intercontinental match because that's gonna be some work, right?
Do you still have that? You still have that pulled up?
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw y'all to the wolves right here.
That's some work, right?
Although it's not final, and yes, you do have the right, gentlemen, to change your mind at a later date.
Well, let me
I would
ask
like
you,
for y'all's predictions right now.
is this match? Are these matches happening? Is that Julia versus EO? Is that happening, or is that something they're saying that might happen?
That's something that's probably gonna happen. That's
because the Vision beat
better
the
than
Usos
50
and won the
50.
belt.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
better than 50. That's probably
Man,
better than
if
50
Julia
50.
versus EO Sky, oh hell, that might be. They might set it on fire. They let them go.
That's
I'd really
make
be
it cook.
excited to see that. But go ahead. What was the question?
When you got to after you finish what you're saying,
Mhm.
what would be your predictions? And you can change your opinion later, but I would like to know what your predictions are right
Predictions.
now.
All right. Well, we'll just go through them. Let's start at. Y'all want to start at the top? Let's start at the top. Punk Reigns. Who y'all
Yes,
got?
it's happening. What's happening?
I think Punk, man. And
think Punk
but
overtime?
also I'm finna throw this in here. I think Jey Uso is going to betray Roman.
Okay. So Jey Uso portrayed.
So what match do we? Which match?
The first one was the World Heavyweight title, the main event, probably CM Punk, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that'll be the night 2 main event.
Although I kind of feel like there's a part of me that says Punk, but my gut, everything is telling me that Roman Reigns walks away as World Heavyweight Champion.
I think Roman. I still think that Roman's not gonna come. I think he's gonna be extremely part-time, so I can almost see him winning the title. But I'm gonna break the tiebreaker. I'm gonna go with CM Punk. I know I'm gonna be wrong.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna roll with CM Punk because I do see that turn coming that he brought up, and that might cost Roman the match.
My God, what is up, Kate Dunn? It's good to see you, man. You missed the earlier podcast. You're in the 5 count now. We talking wrestling, my guy.
Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. I think Cody will take it.
I don't want him
to. You don't want him to, but
you know what? See, dude, Orton as a heel not working now because people love Randy anyway. I really wish Cody had done the heel turn, but since we doing it this way, you know what? I'm thinking it'll probably be Cody only because they don't want to take the belt from him now. But probably by SummerSlam, Orton gonna find a way to that belt.
Okay.
But I think this is gonna be Cody.
Oh
wow!
What's this here?
Terrence Lanier said, spoiler alert, it's Columbia House that's been on the phone with Orton trying to collect for them CDs he ordered back in the day. Yo, man, Columbia House was some straight extortionist, boy.
Sure was.
I think Randy Orton wins number 15.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I want him to because, like, honestly, Cody's modern day Sting. When he chasing, I'm like, yes. But when he get it,
you don't like him.
I be like, yeah, okay. Well,
Brock Oba.
Are you asking me first?
That's the next one. Brock Oba.
The Ruler.
Do you think the Ruler will take it?
The Ruler takes this match. It'll be a hard hitting, good affair. It will not be a squash, nor will it be quick. But I think the Ruler takes the match.
I think they're gonna give it to Brock. I don't know why. I just feel like they're gonna stop Opa's momentum and they're gonna let Brock get it.
Yes,
they can't afford to fumble this, but
they can. But they have a tendency to do that.
So that's my fear. My fear is Brock wins and Opa's nowhere. Like basically all this that's been built up. He might have to go back to NXT.
So who are you picking?
But
I'm picking Oba.
I'm gonna go Oba.
I want Oba to win, but I think they're gonna let Brock win.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Jade Rhea. I think it's gonna go back to Rhea at this point. I feel like they gave Jade a lengthy run. I think they're gonna put it back on Rhea moving forward for this year, the beginning of the year.
I felt like it was. I really felt like if you'd asked me before, I'm not saying it's not possible because I still think Rhea could pull it out, but I see the baddies getting involved, and the baddies 2.0 getting involved, and I see Jade retaining.
Okay, T. Lanier says after the Stephanie segment, I can see Cody going to a dark spot just enough to get the win.
That's a good one.
And also says if Oba loses, we
right.
Okay. I thought this was clearly real winning because I heard Jade had heat, and I know Jade has not blown them away with her in-ring or her mic work. But like you, now that we got, B-Fab and Meechin,
the baddies 2.0.
Yeah, the baddies 2.0 in the picture, man. I feel like the fix is in, man.
Feel like the fix.
Yeah, they gonna
get involved in that.
They're gonna help Jade win,
or
and then I just see Jade having pretty much a reign of terror until Bianca comes back.
That's why
now she's training.
Where did she go? Oh, Bianca.
The word is that she's back training.
Okay, because that's gonna be the next thing. Okay, all right. Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan. I want Stephanie to win, but I don't know. They like Liv Morgan. They love Liv. I just don't know with this one.
I see it.
But I could see them at WrestleMania doing a big moment. I can see them throwing it on Stephanie.
I see
just to have a big moment.
I believe Stephanie Vaquer, for her reign, she at this point she's had some good matches, and it hasn't been a terrible reign or anything like that. But
that Nikki Bella feud took a lot of the bloom out.
But she needs a big scalp, and right now, and there's no bigger scalp for her to take at the moment than Liv Morgan. So I think Stephanie Vaquer retains the women's world championship.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Stephanie. You said
I said Stephanie.
Okay, so we're in agreement there.
All right, moving on. Jeez. Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Man, Gunther.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna say Gunther. Was Seth injured? He just came back.
He just got medically cleared the night that Gunther attacked. So who you going with?
I'm gonna go with Gunther.
You going Gunther? Mm-hmm. What about you, Brother C. Bear? Seth freaking Rollins or Gunther?
I mean, can Gunther afford to lose now? His whole thing is
not a career on the line, so yeah.
I'm gonna go
Seth freaking Rollins. This is a tough one. There's no career at stake at this particular point in time, but by hook or by crook, and probably crook being the operative word, I think Gunther takes this match.
Okay. AJ versus Becky Lynch. I think Becky gets it.
Yeah, I think Becky gonna get it back, man.
It's been a good build and a decent feud. It could be a little bit hotter, but yeah, without question, I think the man will come around and will reclaim the Intercontinental Championship because she makes that belt.
Okay, now y'all gonna have to help me with this. Who has the IC title?
AJ right now.
Wait, you talking men's?
Men's, yes.
Yeah, Penta.
Penta.
Okay, so we got Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD, and Rusev. I think they'll keep the title on Penta. I don't see them if he has the title now, I don't see them taking it off. I can't see him taking it off unless they put it on. No, I don't think they'll put it on JD. Maybe Rusev? No, I don't know. What's y'all thoughts? I think Penta.
I think I think it will be. It may steal the show. It'll be a spectacular ladder match. I think Javon Evans will be right there, but he will succumb to the luchador. I think Penta retains.
Yeah, I think Penta's going to retain. I definitely can't see
in a great match, though.
I definitely can't see it going on big head, little body. I'm sorry, I mean JD McDonald.
I think it's definitely gonna be a good match.
Oh, it's gonna be a scene. It's gonna be a showstopper. Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre on sanction.
That could be a pick 'em.
That's gonna be a rough one right there.
That could be a pick.
See, I don't know how much they have been pushing Jacob Fatu.
They have.
They have been pushing.
They have.
Okay.
That could be a pick 'em.
See, I feel like it needs to be Jacob, but then I feel like, are they? Because, like, you know, there's the MFT on SmackDown, and I feel like, are those going to intersect? Like, is the MFT going
Interfere in the match?
Yeah.
Probably. It's a pick 'em. It's hard. It's hard. They both have justification.
I know a lot would not hurt Drew at all because Drew is just a garbage dude.
My heart says Jacob Fatu, but when he's on his game and cheating like this, and for the aforementioned reasons, I somehow believe Drew McIntyre is winning that match somehow.
I do too. I don't know why. I just feel like they're gonna let
I'll be the different guy.
You'll be the different guy.
Yeah.
My heart says Jacob, but I just believe Drew will pull this out.
Okay, Sami Zayn, Trick Williams. I think Trick will take it.
Man, I want them to add Carmelo to this match.
The word is it may end up being a multi-man. If it stays as currently constructed, I think that Trick gets whooped. And
you think that Trick get whooped?
No, that Trick gets whooped. And Trick Williams gets his moment at WrestleMania and becomes the new United States champion.
Because at first I was under the impression that Melo was going on a honeymoon, but he's even said no. We are engaged.
Correct.
We haven't gotten married yet. Because I was like, why take it off of him? Because I'm like, because Trick is almost too big for the US belt. Like, that man came out in the all white fur coat and them lemon pepper steppers.
He is white hot with the lemon pepper steppers.
Yes, he has had a meteoric rise. But I'm like, yes, if the match stays like that, Trick.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that'll be the last piece to just push. I want Sami Zayn to be a straight psychotic heel, man.
You're probably gonna get it.
I want him, man. I just want him to. I want him to be a certified crash out.
All right, Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio.
A low-key match that could steal the show. To be honest with you, these two men have good chemistry and can work a fantastic match. But we're at a point where we are trying so desperately. Finn's on a redemption arc. And I normally would not bet against Dominic Mysterio because JD and that large head of his will be out there to interfere. I'm sure the Judgment Day will interfere. But I think Dom counts the lights. I'm going Balor.
Me too, man.
I agree. We all agree on that. I think Balor gets his redemption at WrestleMania. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, the Irresistible Forces. I'm picking them to retain, but they're going against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus the Bella Twins and Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie.
Ooh, that might be a banger.
I can't see them losing. I can't see them putting the titles on anybody. Maybe Bayley and Lyra. I don't see that either.
I was thinking maybe the Bella Twins is one last little ride off into the sunset.
I hope not. But who do y'all pick?
I'm gonna go. What is Irresistible Force?
Yeah, so Nia Jax, Lashley.
A good match, but if anybody is gonna win outside of Bliss and Flair, those would be those would be what I would choose. But I think that I keep saying by hook or by crook, somehow, some way, the Irresistible Force is retained.
Okay, all right. So we did them all. The ones that are announced.
Those are matches that are announced. Officially. Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal?
Is that a thing? That's still a thing.
Yeah, that's still a thing.
And if you haven't checked this out, I do think I know AEW has a pay-per-view coming up and it's shaping up to be good. I don't know if you've seen all the matches, but the one that everybody is looking at is, of course, the return of the Cleaner taking on Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And while I think that will absolutely possibly be one of the best matches of the year, although he just had a banger with Hangman, I do believe Maxwell Jacob Friedman remains AEW champion. Although Kenny Omega is going to push him to his limit.
Yeah.
100%.
I agree with that, man.
You?
No, I agree. I think MJF.
You're pulling for him.
I think I'm not pulling for him, but I think MJF will win. I don't think they're gonna let him lose.
No, not right now.
Not right now. Yeah.
He is in pure heel fashion.
Have you either of you all seen this new Leo Rush gimmick?
Yeah, when he's running around on the ground,
when he's turning into Gollum.
I like it, and I like it only because it's something that's
fresh.
Fresh. It's like you need personalities in AEW, and just having a
something like
just having an agile black dude that dives. It's all over the place. So give him a gimmick. Like people be saying crazy stuff like it's a satanic gimmick. No, and it's just him being. It's just a gimmick. And I don't have a problem with it. It keeps my attention. So anytime I see it, if I'm like, what the hell is this dude doing? It's catching people's attention. So I like the fact for him because we know he can work. He's small as hell, but he can go. And it's just something that brings attention to AEW. So you can look at him as a personality now, not just a black dude that's just going to do agile stuff or
And if there's anything that we've seen and that's been proven is being able to get over yourself is unlike anything else, because to that end, the next figure I'm going to get, I'm telling you right now, even though I'm still trying to find the AEW one, I will have the first Danhausen WWE figure. That man is over like nobody's business. And
it's weird how AEW crazy. Folks go over and they get so.
He was over it.
He was
over in AEW.
Penta was over in AEW, and he went over there, and I don't know why Ray Phoenix. I guess they're not using him as well. But Ray Phoenix was over big time over in AEW, and he didn't hit like Penta, and he hadn't hit like Danhausen, and these folks could have been enjoying them in AEW too. They've been around the last few years. Don't wait for them just to go to WWE to start appreciating folks.
I am a Fanhausen, but like
Fanhausen. He's
but
great.
Like I got his standard AEW figure.
His AEW figure costs money right now.
Yeah. So like I might be good. I don't know.
I'm gonna get I'll get his WWE figure. He has more than one shirt, and they both sold out. This is crazy. That this man sells more shirts than Roman Reigns, CM Punk, the Usos, and Jey Uso is a merch machine.
And I have to emphasize this point. The man has not done a wrist lock, a lockup, a hip toss. Like, this man has not wrestled.
He just talked. He talked all in AEW. I was wondering what they want.
But he did get in the ring.
They say he can go though. They say he can wrestle.
I mean, I've seen him in his matches. He can go. But yeah, he's doing something else right now. I mean, Danhausen is unique and he's different. Like there's nobody like him. And if I'm talking about AEW, I'd be remiss if I didn't cover a certain person showing up Wednesday night and quelling all of the rumors and shutting it down. That Mr. Jericho is not WWE bound at this particular point in time.
Yeah,
all signs say that he will probably finish his career in AEW.
I ain't gonna say my heart was broke, but it like bent a little bit.
So Jericho showed back up in AEW?
Last night, man.
Oh, okay.
There are rumors. You can't really tell whether he's on his contract, if he's extended, but and
he looked to be in pretty good
shape. He looked in really good shape, man. He looked really good. My opinion on it is this. And I watched some different like WrestleLamia and other channels that said they were trying to give the reasons as to why, and they all tend to be kind of the same. Fightful, Wrestling Observer. They listed kind of the same reasons as to why you would think that he would stay. one, I mean, let's be honest, he's got less ahead. So his career is probably towards the rear view. He's got less ahead than he does behind. So it's if his career is going to wind down, that's one. Because he's going to go to the WWE Hall of Fame regardless. He doesn't even have to go back for another run for that. His body of work stands alone already. So he's already solidified that case. So there's no reason for him to rush back there. Chris Jericho is very smart. I'm sure if he looks and sees what we just talked about it, here you had, they were scrambling for the last minute to get people like Gunther on the card. As talented as Gunther is, he should always be on the card.
Yeah.
Right. So you got abundance of talent and struggling to get on cards, and you've got so much. Like, where is he gonna go?
And
if you think about it, he does, and he's like although Triple H has matured as a different person, he and Triple H, I would not say they're not enemies, but they probably don't have the best relationship. They can hash it out. Obviously, if he and Punk could, anybody can.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. I don't see a reason. What you got to think about it. If I'm going in the Hall of Fame as soon as I'm eligible, first ballot, I'm going in there, and I don't have to do a run. I can stay here and make a good salary and finish my career because he actually enjoys being in AEW, being a cornerstone there.
And also, I think there is a concern.
So I think he did the right thing.
I think there's a concern because let's see, who's been fed to Gunther is like Cena, Goldberg, AJ Styles. It's like I don't think he wants to
get on that train.
Yeah, to be a sacrificial lamb for
Gunther. I don't blame him. No, I think he made the right choice. I truly do. I think he made the right choice.
I'm on the other side. This is news to me. I actually wanted Jericho to go back.
Me too.
To WWE because I feel like it's just nowhere to go in AEW. You've been there for how long?
2019 since inception.
So yeah, so he's been there 7 years. I feel like a lot of people that are WWE originals or WCW, whatever, I feel like they should go back to WWE after a good run. I ain't gonna say a lot of them. Like somebody like Edge. Edge had a perfect run. He don't have to go back necessarily. Maybe a Hall of Fame induction or anything. But I mean, I know the Hardys went over to TNA and eventually.
Well, Edge is already the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's right. So I feel like a lot of people. I can't think of nobody else right now. I wouldn't. The only person I would never want to go back to WWE because they did him wrong with Sting. He has no reason to even go back to the WWE. They had a chance to do something with him, and they fumbled. They had him losing to Triple H at WrestleMania.
Yep.
That right there made me not want to see Sting in WWE. I'm glad he was reluctant, and then when he left, and he finished his career in AEW, and he still got his aura. He didn't. They tried to. They didn't do nobody as dirty as they did DDP. They did DDP. They did DDP filthy.
Yes, they did.
Filthy.
Yes, they did.
Positively Page.
Yeah, and they had Undertaker's ex-wife pinning him, and come on, bro. They killed that man. And I liked his debut. His debut was cool, even they had him acting like
stalker,
acting like a creep. But they put him with the Undertaker, and that was the worst person to put him with.
Right.
He wouldn't. I don't know, man. And then Canyon, they destroyed him.
They were in a different place.
They could have done something with as well. Even if he didn't get over Forrest Wise's in front of the camera, he could have done a whole lot like Forrest Wise's teaching. But of course, what happened with him.
Because Canyon was a hell of a hand, man.
They were
innovative.
They were in a different place. They were in a different place then than they are now. But there's still a level of pettiness that exists there.
Yeah,
So like we won the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, that was fresh off the Monday Night Wars. Yeah, they was trying to bury everybody. Only person, and he even got embarrassed a little bit, was Booker T. Booker T came out looking good.
Yeah,
but don't forget that Stone Cold and poured milk all over him. Had him all over.
That feud was crazy.
Oh, you know what made me hot?
That feud was
Triple
crazy.
H racist stuff.
Dude, man, I'm like Triple H said the most racist stuff you can say without like getting arrested on TV. I'm like, Booker T has got to go over.
And then he
took a pedigree and took him 23 seconds.
Thing about Triple H, I hated his I did not like his in-ring career. I kind of respect him more as well, not as a head writer, but I expected
That's
him.
COO.
Yeah, but he
Hey, I mess with the NXT Black and Gold stuff.
yeah, that's the
He was-
I mean,
He
he had a
was
good career. I enjoyed it. But there were times, certainly like during the Reign of Terror, like that one, not so much. But
where you can see he kind of using his influence to go over. And
Yeah, because like Trips feels like the best politics person. Like, was there ever a year? I'm trying to think of in his career. I know he was a near the top guy, but was there a year where he was the undisputed top guy?
because
not really.
well, the majority of his career he was a heel. So
He was
he-
always
so-
falling
so-
behind.
so he when he broke out of DX, probably if I had to give a year to him, right after he tore his quads, like he still when he came back and the jack out of it,
2000.
like yeah, so he because he was probably the best heel in the business at that time. Well, as far as them, as
So
far as
look who he was
WWE,
going against: Mick Foley, Stone Cold, The Rock. Well,
And he
particularly
had-
The Rock and Mick Foley.
and he had some very good matches. Let's be
Correct.
clear, because
Oh yeah.
I still have it on DVD. His match with Cactus Jack, oh my god, at the Royal Rumble, that is one of the best. That is one of the best matches I've seen. That match
I
was
just
outstanding.
remember both of them having all these thumbtacks on their boots and just.
That's where Triple H punctured his
Blood.
calf.
Yeah.
That was a barn burner.
Oh yeah, I do love that match.
That's a hell of a match.
But I was just like, but it just felt like, well, yeah, maybe it was because he was a top heel. It felt like he was in the mix, but I wasn't. But I never really felt like, oh, Trips is the top guy.
Not just say like the top, yeah, but the top heel.
Yeah, top heel.
It's different, man. Like when competition is good to have, but I think because you got to give wrestlers more places and more opportunities to work, so that's good. And the competition can push you, but then there AEW kind of like they say in a way kind of has a spiritual succession to WCW, like a feeling about it. There's just certain people that aren't ever going to. If they go there, they're not going to be what they are now, and that's it. That's different. So, like, I'll give you an example. I think if you're asking me right now, one of the best teams, I think Maxwell Jacob Friedman is outstanding, but MJF could not be MJF in WWE. He could not be that. He couldn't. So if he can't be that guy, to me, there's no reason for him to go because he can't be that guy. He'd be someone else. Maybe he'd have the name, but he wouldn't be the same guy because they wouldn't let him be the MJF. He couldn't be flipping off kids and autograph signings and stuff like that. So it would be it's different. So for him, it's beneficial for him to me not to go. Like he's better off like staying where he is. I know Christian said that he loves what he's doing and has no plans. Like he'll go back to be, obviously be inducted in the Hall of Fame, but he wants to finish his career in AEW. FTR is happy. They love doing what they're doing.
I want them to stay. They don't need to go back to WWE.
Like if you're asking me, like I'll be honest with you, like we talked about this before. If there was someone I think that would benefit from going, and I know that it logistically speaking is difficult because you got one that's married to someone, but I think that the Street Profits would be fantastic over there. I really do. They'd be fresh.
Look at Swerve. How he
look at like Swerve is a whole different animal that he probably he just recently did an interview. He would not be that Swerve. He wouldn't have been that guy. Mm-hmm. And that's for him. It's beneficial. Like I think the Street Profits would be fantastic there. I really think they would. I think they would do good work.
I just hate the situation that the Street Profits are in now. So I would welcome any change of pace. Okay. T. Leonard said he wasn't traded by WWE, so they wouldn't let MJF be who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Same reason I'm glad Kenny Omega went up north.
Yeah, that's a good point, T. Leonard. That's what I'm saying. It's like he couldn't be who he is, and that's my problem because I don't want to watch a sanitized scrub version of what MJF
Well,
is.
let me say
But
something.
like the dream matches make me want to see it.
Put this,
The
this back
MJF
over.
versus Seth Rollins,
Better
or
than you.
MJF versus Roman Reigns.
I did want MJF to go to WWE for a while. I felt like he had reached a ceiling with AEW, and it's like, okay, he's talented enough. He can make that work over in WWE now. Now, I'm not talking about the Vince McMahon era, because Vince McMahon will probably change them into you have a different name. It'll be probably, I don't know, Casper White or some stupid name. They just be giving them random names. I didn't like Braun Breaker when I first heard it. Now I like the name, but I was like, why don't y'all just call him why don't you
So they had
Steve Steiner?
They had beef with the Steiner brothers at one point, so I guess that name they didn't want
Oh,
it.
that's crazy. Okay.
That'd just be my guess, but
Okay. Yeah, but I did at one point want to see MJF go. I mean, I wanted a lot of people. I felt like they can make it work on that level go. But then I like that people stepped down. I like that Ricochet went back to AEW. I wanted Ricochet to really get out of there and go to AEW.
it worked out. It's worked out for him.
I thought stuff with Aleister Malachi Black would have worked better. But it initially it really kind of didn't. But I don't know. It's always up in the air with certain people. I usually don't want too many people that's really like high up in a particular. I don't want that WWE stank on them, because I want it to still be AEW.
For example, I don't love Matt Cardona in WWE.
Oh, I am. So don't get me started. I am so mad about that.
I'm glad he gets to travel with his wife,
but he's got a deal.
They not using.
But he is what they're doing. He is counting the lights. It is terrible. He might as well be Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
I'm so frustrated with what's going on. I don't think that Aleister Black has benefited either. I just don't. House of Black was so over. Like it's like I don't think he's benefited from it. I know he did an interview with Chris Van Vliet and said he's okay, but I don't think they're not doing anything with Rusev either. He's in this match at WrestleMania. I get that part, but he's not.
Yeah. Him, Miro leaving AEW and going back to being Rusev in WWE has been underwhelming.
It's been he has. It just hasn't worked out for him. Now it's not, and I said whatever Tony Khan has to do to figure out this Britt Baker situation, needs to figure it out, because Britt Baker is talented, and I did enjoy her. She's very over as a heel, very over. Like one of the pillars.
Do you think she's still over now, even though after all this time?
Well, oh no, if she came back, the pop, if she came back, the pop would be huge if she came back. Fans ask, they want the Britt Baker back. Like if you think about, so if you look at them now, the biggest star, if you look at their roster, the biggest star they have is Toni Storm, who's stepping away outside of Mercedes Moné. If you think about that, but in terms of over, being over, yeah, it's Toni, the biggest star. But she's, I guess having a baby or whatnot. So I'm not sure what the situation. She's going to be gone for a while. She was organically the biggest thing they had over, right? Britt was organically over as a heel. And so now if you think about it, Tekla is fantastic. I'm not saying she isn't. She's great, but you don't have an abundance of people that you just say, hey, yeah, definitely. Like Britt Baker, oh man, if she came back, the pop would be fantastic for her. Now, of course, I feel like they did something wasn't right, because on paper, her and Mercedes should have been magic, because both of them are talented and can wrestle. I mean, they should be able to figure that out.
A lot of just
I feel like she's waiting for whatchamacallit, is what I feel like. I might be wrong.
Waiting for who?
For her contract to end this year.
Yeah.
I think Sasha is waiting. I mean Sasha, but I think Mercedes is waiting on Bayley's contract to end this year. And I do believe she'll leave. I 110% believe she'll leave.
Man, I hope Bayley leaves. I don't think she's utilized well. Now, but now with
I mean, she might want to take Lyra with her.
Yeah,
Because
but
Lyra is talented also.
Yeah, but also I wonder because well, he's not really around now, Adam Cole, but I know Britt and Adam Cole broke up,
Mm-hmm.
and that might be a thing too.
They're supposed to have been broke up and fine. So that's so I'm not sure what it is, but Britt Baker 110% is talented and should be, and she's not hurt or anything. She absolutely should be wrestling because like she's a star that they knew. When her music hit and you hear the doctor will see you now, like the crowd would go berserk. Like she was a hit. Like that lights out match she did with Thunder Rosa, one of the best women's matches I've ever seen. Because that's in her Titantron. The image of her missing the tooth, like she didn't have teeth, one or two knocked out, and blood is streaming out of her nose and her mouth, and she is crawling, smiling like it. Like no, like the woman is talented, and they gotta figure that out.
She's so good at being here. Like
she's wonderful.
I even remember
she's
those.
A great bitch. I hate to say it that way, but that's what she plays.
I remember those COVID era days where she was just like be in the crowd and use a shoe to interfere in people's matches, just like the simple things, and I was just like, yeah, like you said, she was a great bitch, and like it didn't seem hard.
Oh, it's Wolfie. We're talking wrestling. How did that, man? That's Wolf. There's you got Wolfie in here. Paul Wolf.
Wolf.
He got in there. We're talking wrestling, Wolf man. They got to figure out a way to make it work because they're in a position right now where they're not in any danger like of going away or anything like that or being irrelevant, but that if they're trying to compete, which I know ultimately they're trying to do that, it's time to take that next step. And ironically, bringing back someone like figuring out whatever's going on with Britt Baker would really be good. And then in the case of like the new blood, I think that the Street Profits would be great. I know that Montez is married to Bianca, so the odds aren't really good. Although it could still happen. It still could happen. He could go. I mean, and I know that Bianca would understand that if it was, best for their career. Look at Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa is having the time of his life. And I told people what would happen if you look at what's going on with Johnny Gargano. I told you that. They just going to job this man out and he's just going to be doing everything crazy.
What they doing with him? Eddie Kingston.
He just came back off of an injury. I don't know if he's on their side or AEW side. Or Ring of Honor side.
Well, now Gargano got a title shot recently
because but they not.
What's his wife's name?
Candice LeRae.
Yeah, Candice LeRae put his sad body on top of Shallow, and they're not. We're talking about Wolf. We just discussed the WrestleMania card. So you think Gargano might be AEW bound?
I absolutely. I don't know that they'd go be a reunion and tag together. Although they could tear it up in AEW, but I think he certainly could go. I think he would benefit from leaving. It's not like so. And I'm just assuming that there are more chefs and more cooks in the kitchen than NXT because. When Triple H had the black and gold NXT, he had no problem booking Tommaso Ciampa or Johnny Gargano or a lot of people or the Undisputed Era. Like everything, like he had acts that were over that you remember, and it's different now. So, yeah, some people benefit going one way or the other, but yeah, the Street Profits, I think they would benefit 100% because FTR is happy. I mean, it would work. I know that as close as Bailey and Mercedes are, it's going to happen. I love me some wrestling, and AEW does remind me of WCW. And that's true, Wolf. That's true. It is a spiritual successor. I just foresee it. Like they can this year, they could do some magic. They really can. I mean, the door is open. I'll say this. I'm not saying obviously you got Oba and people like that where they're going to be over and that's what you're going to remember. But if we're talking about company to company, they have the chance to overtake them. They could do it.
But my constant issue with AEW is the booking. Like, when I get to the matches,
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy. But again, the way I get there is so cockamamie and topsy-turvy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like I said, then it becomes, well, at the very least, the match was good. But I have to, like, give them grace and overlook all this just dumbass booking. And I can. I am I was a kid that watched everything. I watched the dumbest stuff. I watched Glow and Pow and
Right.
LPWA and,
Oh, I love the LPW.
Sean Watson. We just covered,
Yeah.
Sean, we just talked about the WrestleMania card, and we're talking about now what
Random
AEW
stuff,
needs.
yeah.
It's kind of random, but we're talking about some of the people we think that would benefit jumping ship, going to AEW. But we talked about that WrestleMania card, and we actually picked our winners for those matches that have been announced thus far. I think we were in agreement with a lot of stuff on who would be winning. So obviously we talked about Oba.
But yeah, I don't think going back to FTR, I don't think they'll be going back to the E because it's looking like they're kind of winding up.
Mm-hmm.
I think they said that this was like their last contract, the one they recently signed.
I mean, you got to think, and you got to understand, Jericho is good friends with Edge and Christian, so it made sense that they had another reason for him to be there.
Yeah. Who is this?
Card seems thrown together somewhat, Sean.
It does. There's been some injuries and they've had to pivot.
Yeah, they've had to change some stuff, but some matches have been the same from Jump Street. We were mentioning who we thought would win and whatnot. But I mean, if you haven't seen some of the stuff that Ring of Honor does, they're actually cooking. Ring of Honor is doing some good stuff.
See, I don't have that streaming service.
I mean, I'm really enjoying Shane.
They got my girl on there.
Shane Taylor Promotions is like really.
Athena's still the
best
thing going.
Look how she benefited.
Oh man, dude, they were doing her so dirty.
What's up, Lim? How is the? Let me see what you said. There's Wolf. How about the Street Profits join the Hurt Business in there? Yeah,
I would welcome
that. How is the creative writing in AEW compared to WWE? It depends on the person because both companies do stuff that doesn't make sense depending, where it's kind of inconsistent. Where I don't really, the only difference I see, Lim, to answer your question, is I don't see Gunther. I mean, not Gunther, excuse me. I don't see as much of, when I say nonsensical booking, like a guy like Johnny Gargano, what I just told him, I don't see a lot of that in AEW. I don't see a whole lot of it. Especially Seth Gunther. Okay. Yeah, that because he's supposed to do Rey Mysterio. Braun and Ray being out changed it. Yes, that did. It did. Freak accidents that got him hurt. So yeah, that definitely did. But yeah, Lim, they both do things that I guess you could say kind of don't make sense from time to time. But I think if I had to say the creative, if we're talking about more people having good creative, it's hard to say. I think I lean towards AEW overall, even though there are some people with good creative in WWE, but then there's some that are just lost. And so it's hard. It's really hard. Like for instance, every time I watch the Viking Raiders, every time I watch it hurts my feelings because War Machine was one of the best tag teams on the planet when they signed them, and they're underutilized.
Well, now both of them have had some extensive injuries.
Yeah, but they've been underutilized when they weren't.
Well,
yeah. They don't know what they have. They underutilized them.
I think both of those guys are going to wind up working at the Performance Center before us also. I think they've just gotten so banged up now.
So Lim, and when it says things they like fumbling. Speaking of the Hurt Syndicate, who would you want to see them add to the group after yesterday's promo? They did go after a long time ago. Obviously, would have made sense. They, Cedric Alexander confirmed that they did reach out. They wanted him, but he wanted to kind of do his own thing. And I mean, and God bless him, he is doing that in TNA and whatnot. But I think he would have came out a lot better had he went. I think he should have gone.
Mm-hmm.
To me, but he's breaking out and doing his own thing. So, Cedric Alexander couldn't do that. So I think, like what Wolf said, they could when Bobby was doing it with them, it didn't work. But when they're actually the Hurt Syndicate, yeah, they could do good things. The Street Profits could do good things now with them. They're still, because the Hurt Syndicate is heels, but you wouldn't know it. So those folks refuse to boo them. So it's they sing the song. We heard people, so it is what it is. Viking Raiders are like Heavy Machinery, Tucker and Sean, I don't know if I can go that far because Heavy Machinery was talented. I'm not, dude, they were good, but they weren't as good as War Machine at one point. You talking about tag team of the year? They were putting on the best matches on the planet. I mean, War Machine was incredible, and they just didn't. Obviously, they signed when Vince was there, and he didn't get what War Machine was, so he just said, "You guys are Vikings."
I'm sorry, Tucker prevents Heavy Machinery to me from being in the same class of War Machine, and God bless that brother. But I didn't see like otherworldly talent in him.
No,
Otis is a machine, and Otis is also underutilized because that big man can go.
If I'm being honest, like right now, like I said, that although there are some good teams in AEW, I think that Street Profits making a jump would make sense. There's a lot of teams right now. Like they don't use them. They were comical, couldn't been
hard.
They were awesome, but you got to understand, the name change should tell you enough on the Vince McMahon. He didn't create it, so he's trying to make them something that they're not. I mean, if you just let War Machine wrestle, put him in the ring, I'm telling you this right now. If they were in AEW and they would have wrestled Buddy Matthews and Brody King, you would have one of the best matches you've ever seen in your life. They would put on a banger if they were there. Like they just let them wrestle. I think they would be good. Hell, they don't utilize the Creed brothers, and the Creed brothers are outstanding.
Yeah. Where the hell are they?
And they're not using the Creed brothers. I mean, so
it's been about 2 months since they've been.
They've got tag teams they don't even use. So it's the Creed brothers can go. Those are machines.
I'm sorry. I think it's time for Chad Gable to get on my ass, man. Bring him back. Let him do something with Ivan now and the Creed brothers.
She's underutilized.
Yeah, even if they turn on him, like, where the hell you been? I'm like, give them something. Like, man,
they're just there
because you just got some young stallions, and really all of them. Because, like, man, like, I am so glad Gable was able to escape Shorty G, because Shorty G is the kind of gimmick that had a stink that will end your career. I won't even buy a used Shorty G figure now. I bought a young Chad Gable.
I was like,
that thing probably exists? About like a current Chad
Shorty
Gable.
G exists? That figure
exists? Yes, there are some Shorty G figures. I refuse.
I would never do that. To like T. Lanier's point, they have a thing with pushing certain. If you're not homegrown, it's different. Case in point, injuries aside, right? Injuries aside, I think that AEW showed you, because not only did he do it, did he go back to Ring of Honor and set the record as the longest reigning television champion, a record he previously had. He extended it. He was a great world champion. Samoa Joe was great. They let him be NXT champion, but that was as far as it got. And Joe was great. But
to be fair though,
but I don't imagine he would have ever gotten, because when he was there and when he was feuding with Brock Lesnar and look at Braun Strowman. I mean, it was great. Like it's like certain people, when you have them, and like there was a time where Braun Strowman was like, you could see it. It was the time to do it, and they didn't do it. They've had now 3 different moments I could count with. I'll answer that in 1 second, Wolfie. They've had 3 chances. I'm not saying that you can't still do it, but their reluctance to push LA Knight when everything under the sun is telling them to do it. There are so many times when they should have, when he was in the O2 in London, he is in London, and that crowd at Money in the Bank is chanting LA Knight, LA Knight. These are British people chanting LA Knight. And he I was like, you guys don't.
I'm sorry, I don't care what they say. I feel like he's being punished for the botches.
It could be at the time that they didn't do it, he wasn't really botching. Yeah. But who do I think they're talking to? The word, Wolfie, the rumor is that he's talking to. I mean, if you look at the clues, they're pushing you towards Cowboy Bob Orton. That's what it looks like, because that's what was in that picture right there where he was standing. So it's probably Cowboy Bob Orton, but who knows? I mean, that's the kind of subtle hint they gave.
I guess the long shot is Ted DiBiase Jr., who's been cleared of everything.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. That would be a long shot. LA Knight, yeah, is not a WWE creation. So they're not gonna push him.
Well, technically, he will. I mean, he had some of that. He did some of the stuff that he did in TNA, but he really kind of came into his own in WWE. What was his name in TNA again?
Eli Drake.
Yeah, Eli Drake. But that LA Knight, he did all that in WWE.
Because he used to do Eli Drake.
Yeah.
I miss
but
him.
It wasn't the same.
I miss him calling people dummies like he did in TNA. Dummy, yeah.
It wasn't like they did. What they did do similar. They did with RVD. They took forever to try to push RVD and put the title.
And then punish him as soon as he did
something. Way over. Yeah, because he started smoking weed.
RVD's problem was when he first came there. I guess he didn't quite have the WWE style down. He put about 5 people on the insulin. So I get why they were like, "Hey, let's slow down a little bit." Because you taking everybody out, buddy. Like, chill out. But then, yeah, like when they finally,
it's gonna take fans getting behind it like they did Daniel Bryan.
We're like ready to go. He got caught with the drugs.
Here's the thing about that, Sean. The fans are behind him like Daniel Bryan. They just haven't hijacked the show. But they're absolutely, as I just said, if he's in London. And everybody in the crowd was chanting LA Knight. I mean, like LA Knight's been there. Like, because here's my thing. And I'm not saying, and I'm saying this in all honesty, right? And I don't know if this is something they're holding against him, because of this. But I say this nicely. If Jey Uso could get a world title run, I don't know how in the hell you can't get LA Knight.
With his 4.5 moves.
I don't know how in the world you can't get it. I don't know how in the world LA Knight can't get it.
Man, has the window closed on LA Knight? I'm not sure.
I don't think so, but it's probably going to, unless he just gets the hell out of there. Unless he gets I'm of the mindset now that he's another one like Swerve that's benefiting. I think to the extent, yes. I think he needs to get the hell out of there. Not everybody do I feel that way, because obviously the ones that make the jump from AEW back over there, if they're happy, they're happy. LA Knight, I think, needs to get the hell out of there, because they've shown that they're not even, despite the fans, like damn near hijacking,
No.
telling you. They're
Talking to Vince, no, I highly doubt it.
I've heard that, Wolfie. I've heard that, but I don't think so.
I highly doubt
Although they have scrubbed. Typically, I will say this: they don't even allude to Vince McMahon. And Monday night they did, and they don't ever do that. That's the first time during that promo with Stephanie. They don't even act like he exists. The fact that he would say to her, "And you're not your father," like he would never mention that. So I thought that was kind of.
I heard a rumor that Randall was talking to Arn Anderson, and Arn Anderson gonna come out and mess with Cody's head.
Yeah, see, that's what I just said. If Super Botch Yeet Master can get a title run, but it's
also showing up on podcasts. I mean, not podcasts, but showing up on broadcasts drunk.
I love me some Jey Uso though. I do. I mean, I do. But but LA Knight absolutely 100% deserves it. Now, in terms of Sean, like you said, like some people saying that they won't push certain people. Like Penta is not a creation of theirs either, and they're definitely pushing him. I mean, but it's obvious how good Penta is, but they're pushing Penta. So there's a few that they'll let through the cracks. There's a few because his talent's undeniable. So I don't know, but just like you got him, we just mentioned it. Phoenix is having the opposite effect.
Yeah, man, Phoenix kind of stranded on SmackDown, and like I really want the Lucha Bros to reunite. I mean, I feel like they'll do it in AAA, but like they're gonna probably keep that IC belt on Penta a little bit longer. You know what though? Honestly, I can appreciate Yeet Master Jay, but man, again, Crash Out Jey Uso. I've been looking at like clips and Supercuts, and I'm like, damn, Crash Out Jey Uso was super entertaining.
Yeah, when he crashed.
He would just say the craziest stuff. He would even.
True.
I don't give a damn what the Travis
denying
said.
Penta. They shouldn't deny Penta. It's obvious.
Glad they pushed him.
But yeah, so Penta's great. But it's just it's so hard to say. I mean, they didn't create Stephanie either. They didn't create Stephanie Vaquer either.
Man, I really wish
so there are
managers were more because like I feel like the language barrier. I feel like the language barrier, and again the Nikki Bella program are like the things that have like derailed Stephanie. Not all the way off the track, but slightly derailed Stephanie. But then I see part of me wants her to have a mouthpiece, but then I look at Julia and her mouthpiece.
But Julia doesn't really need one. Truth be told, Julia speaks she speaks decent English. Like I mean, no problem at all.
But the
she chooses not
she's
to.
Getting overshadowed by her mouth.
Well, that's because Kiana has been focused on wrestling more so now, and she was talented before.
Kiana,
she's improving in the ring.
That freaking Royal Rumble and that daggum Elimination Chamber. Kiana was like, you talking about making lemons out of, making lemonade out of lemons, but she like, how much time I get? That's enough. Take this move. Take that move. You know what I'm saying? She was about her business, man.
Yeah, I think that Julia, like her and EO could tell they haven't faced each other one-on-one here. They did to start them, but not in the United States, so that could be fantastic. I really don't like what they're doing with, if I'm being honest, I don't really like what they're doing with Miss Wardrobe malfunction, but I love her. It's Tiffany Stratton.
Dude.
She has a wardrobe malfunction every other week, it seems like. But
dude.
So it's time to cover up completely. But I love Stephanie.
She's got to change her attire.
Yeah.
She's a bit too buxom for the attire
she's wearing. Yes.
And then, but man.
But she can go in the ring.
But dude, it feel like since she done came back from injury, it ain't.
They haven't really done nothing with her.
But also, I don't see the fire in her.
you can take a secondary title and make it work. It depends. Like Becky Lynch has already proven that to you. Like she's got that IC belt over big time. It's her. So it's the right, because Ric Flair's quote is saying it's true that the man makes the title doesn't make the man. So in the case of Becky, like Becky makes that title, 100% she does.
But like I was a Tiffany time like acolyte before the injury, and it's like since the injury, I just been like, I mean, she's still a good wrestler. She's a solid wrestler, but it's like I don't know. It's like the steak has lost its sizzle.
Did y'all hear that? Wolf says, did y'all hear that Mattel making AAA wrestling figures dead?
Yes. I want my Mr. Iguana. I want my
no.
I want my La Parka.
you want guess what you want?
Yes, I want
Mr. Iguana. You want Mr. Iguana and Leyeska?
Okay.
That's what you want.
If he comes with Leyeska, cool.
You can't have him without Leyeska.
Yes. I want a Mr. Iguana. I want a La Parka, even though it's like a little young.
It's not the young La Parka.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It ain't that dude. And you know what? I'll take an Hijo del Vikingo with his Daredevil ass.
Hey, that man can do some things.
Yeah, but I'd be like, hey, maybe don't do that every match. I'd be like, I'd like you to be around.
You can tell that. You can tell that to my man Darby Allin, who I don't know that boy's bump card. I don't know. I don't know how he takes the stuff he takes.
Yeah.
When you make Mick Foley cringe, you know you're doing some stuff.
I know.
And Mick Foley's like, yikes. And so I was like,
I hear Mick Foley like, hold on, young fella.
Damn, that
he ain't had no career either. He gonna be Mick Foley competed for quite a while. That man gonna be paralyzed.
I mean, he went. I've seen this man go through glass and chairs. Ugh. When he went through those chairs and glass, I want Mecha Wolf from AAA.
I gotta look him up, man, because I've been neglecting.
And I did see, as I get ready to wind this down, gentlemen, I did see, the guy they told me about, the TNA officially signed. Bang, bang. Sosa. Bang, bang. Sosa. Yeah,
right.
I saw that sign.
Yeah. Sir,
yeah.
I am DVRing Impact just to see if Sosa's on the show.
Yeah.
If he's not, I'm probably not going to watch none of it.
He is on his way. So, and I do think that Dolph Ziggler and MJF, that's going to be a banger. I mean, Dolph ain't winning. but you never know. You never know. But I don't think Dolph's winning. But you stranger things have happened, but I can't see that. I can't see that happening. But if he did, that would probably you talk about some news that would fly, that would shake that news would be front page.
Wait a minute, MJF and Dolph?
Yeah, they're supposed to have a match.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He called them out on social media. TNA. They had a working relationship at one point, but I don't know if Dolph is really per se under contract with them, or if he's like flexible, where kind of like what Matt Cardona was doing, where he was appearing. Because if you remember, he appeared in WWE that one time for John Cena's final thing.
Like I thought with the whole TNA NXT agreement, NXT/WWE would frown on. Unless he has a deal like
Matt Cardona when he first came back, he had that deal. He wasn't signed to them either. Like it was a per appearance. But at the end of the day, we'll see. I mean, nobody knows. So I hope everybody is interested in seeing WrestleMania. I want to thank you guys for being here. And of course, I definitely have to thank my co-host, because we can't have, we're a 6-man tag team right here, which would be myself, the illustrious Brother C. Berry.
Gotta get my order on.
and the best hot tag in the business, the Toy Father, right there.
Yes, yes.
We'll take this question before we get out of here. What do y'all think about Jay's new team? You talking about the Baddies 2.0? We like them.
Yeah,
At least
man.
I do. Are we all in agreement?
I love all of them, man. Like I think the B-Fab is a diamond in the rough.
They needed something to do.
You just gotta polish her up. Meechin has been grossly underutilized.
I like Tom TNA.
Exactly. I like to there.
Another one they wouldn't push here for some reason.
Jade at one point.
Yeah. And they wouldn't push her there. They wouldn't push her. WWE wouldn't. They push her, but just to here. Here's a glass ceiling with her. They like right here. That's what you're doing. So now you're rubbing shoulders with the champion, but we ain't gonna let you go no higher than that. But we'll see. We could talk about that all day, Wolfie. But look, thank y'all so much for watching, man. I really appreciate y'all. I will ask that y'all tune in, next week, same time, same bat channel, as Brother Cedar eloquently always says. So, folks, until next time, please continue to stay tuned. Please continue to stay collecting. And above all, remember to stay great. And we will see you the next time somebody's ass gets pinned to the mat for a count of 5. We will see you.